Voltex is a Japanese arcade game that is really only available in the arcades. However, there is an official PC version that does exist that is still getting updates, and I'm going to teach you today how to set this up and things you should know before running this software. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're one of the following. Number 1, you own a Voltex controller already. 2, you're interested in this game and just don't know how to really set it up. For 1, let's give you a little bit of an introduction to Voltex PC. It's a version of Voltex that's based off of the third game Gravity Wars, and it's been open publicly since October 4th, 2017. Most English players just refer to it as Voltex Cloud. It does cost money, although there are benefits to spending your money on this precise lab. If you play Voltex Cloud by paying tickets per song, your scores actually transfer over to the arcade version of the game, so you don't lose any scores between PC and arcade. It's actually relatively convenient if you want to grind scores at home and have them save over to your arcade profile. And on the flip side, there is the paid monthly subscription service, which is around the equivalent of 20 USD a month in yen, to play Voltex PC but have unlimited plays. The only thing with this though is that none of your song scores transfer over to the arcade version through the paid subscription service. You also have to purchase song packs to play them on Infinite Mode, which is the monthly subscription service. So you're gonna have to pay a lot of money for song packs if you'd like to have everything possible, because these get expensive fast. And the benefits here is really that you can just play unlimited Voltex with whatever song packs you have without any sort of problem at all, and not spending a ton of money past that. The only thing though that I will recommend is do not purchase the monthly subscription at like the end of the month. Always, for some reason, it resets on the first of the month, no matter what day you purchased it on. So, if you're gonna purchase the monthly subscription, do it at like the beginning of the month, somewhere around the beginning, because it will always reset on the first. Stupidly, I don't know why they do this, but I'm just warning people. Anyway, you gotta go to the Voltex 3 website, which is right here, and you go to the download section. You will need to have a Japanese Konami account made for eAmusements, which there are plenty of guides out there on the internet that I will link in the description. I'm not gonna make a whole video about how to make an eAmusement account, but it's extremely easy. Once you're at the download page, it's all in Japanese. However, this big blue button is all you need to click on to get the downloads of the executable. There's also some warnings about the game in Japanese as well. Some things that I will note right now is that the game does not run properly if you have a 2-monitor setup or more, so you'll need to have it be on only 1 monitor. And it also only supports 60 Hz setup, so if you have a higher monitor refresh rate, you're gonna have to go into your settings and turn that down. It's extremely fucking annoying, but they are changing that soon. Konami actually did a survey for players recently, asking people whether or not they wanted certain changes in the game, like higher refresh rates and whatnot, so I assume it's coming soon, so I will pin a comment if that changes. Anyway, assuming you got the launcher downloaded already, this is what it looks like. It's all in Japanese, but I promise you it's a lot simpler than it looks. When you open the launcher for the first time, it's probably going to try to update to the latest version, but after it's done with that, you can tinker around with the settings a little bit. This just allows you to change, like, you know, your monitor and whatnot, what side you want your game to go through, whether you want it to just be just the regular side of how, without having to flip your monitor or whatnot, and there's controls for your controller. I wouldn't recommend tinkering around with this because most modern Voltex controllers already have the capability to play this natively. For the latest model Yoncon controller, all you have to do to make this work is unplug your Voltex controller, hold start and BT4 at the same time, and then replug it into your controller. And when you do that, you'll notice that the XY axis on your monitor for your controls don't actually do anything, and it's now assigned to be like a game controller instead of an XY mouse axis. And then you just type in your Konami ID, your password, game start, and then the game just launches exactly as you would expect. The only times that it does not boot is during maintenance time, which where I live is 4 to 6 p.m. EST every single day, I think excluding weekends, but those are the 2 hours you cannot play. Past that though, it's fair game, and it should work flawlessly from this point onward. Hope this video helps somebody. It's a lot simpler than it looks, and is a lot easier to get into nowadays than it was a long time ago, so thanks for watching. Hopefully this assisted somebody, and catch you soon.